Welcome into the WBC arena. We've been waiting a long time to see these two get it on. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
Time for our tale of the tape. So it's Lyndon Arthur, tipped the scales at 176 pounds. He's 6'2" tall with a reach of about 74.5 inches. And the man he'll be facing, Enzo the Big Mac Maccarinelli. He weighed in at 190 pounds even. Stands 6'3" with a reach of 74.4 inches.
This is it. This is that fight. This is that argument. I don't know what to expect.
And here is Lyndon King Arthur. Over half of his wins have come by way of knockout. Fights out of Manchester, United Kingdom. Enzo the Big Mac Maccarinelli, an Italian that fights out of Swansea, United Kingdom.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
And with that, let's go into the ring. And the Hall of Fame announcer himself, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Manchester, England, here is an Intercontinental Light Heavyweight Champion, Lyndon King Arthur. Fighting out of the blue corner, hailing from Swansea in Wales, here is a Cruiserweight World Champion, the very popular Enzo Big Mac Maccarinelli.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
I love this arena. I dream of places like this. I dream of fights like this. I dream of atmospheres like this. But it could only happen here.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Beautiful counter punch. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Nobody home with that hook. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Way through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. Will get knocked out. That right hook catching air. Punch caught him clean. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Perfect, despite what the judges' scorecards read. There are no losers in this one. Arthur in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Get your rhythm back, and then we'll go again. Don't worry about it.
He's not getting back up. Just keep him on the end of your jab.
Forget about the round. It was a bad round, but we don't care. Go out there and win the next one. Yeah? Good. You done all that work in camp. You gotta get out there and switch on. Get your butt.
You were smart. You weren't loading up, but you were still letting your power shots.
Good jab back. Just boxing. Just be smart. Just get your shots up.
It's on the end of what you do. Good work. You stay focused now.
Last one round. Nothing. Don't worry about it. Ready to go.
Good work at that, kid. That jab's looking nice.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather right back into the action.
Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight, kid. Great round.
Here we go. It's round 2. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
To beat a counter-puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
And he scores with the counter. That uppercut just missed. A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Punch, counter punch. That counter shot lands. The right hook just missed. Nice counter. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Arthur in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for. Let's get it started in round 3. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
The straight right just misses. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Missing with the hook. Catch and shoot. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The stamina is off the charts. There's a counter shot. Swing and a miss with that hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time they drop their... You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Arthur in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you're...
I'm happy. Good man. Doing good, kid.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
You believe what we are seeing. Swing and a miss with that uppercut. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Nice counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Arthur in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go.
Switch back on. Get.
There's the bell to start round 5. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Swing and a miss with that jab. Straight right just misses. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
How about that time counter shot? Incredible work rate. They exchange punches. Nice slip to avoid the jab. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Arthur in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it's like 2 different leagues.
And breathe when you're stepping about.
Great work. I love it. I love it. That jab slick.
Right, and now you've let him back in. Now it's going to be a tougher fight because he's going to
Take him out. He's too tired. He's not getting back up.
And in the first minute, stick him in the end of your jab and then start gathering your pace and get your momentum back and win the round back. Take away that confidence and stop him in his tracks. Come.
Hey, good work out that kid. That jab's looking nice.
Yeah, you got to go back out there and win this round. Get everything.
Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight, kid. Wait.
On the job. That was a god-awful round that was. Come on. You let him back
in already. That right hand's beautiful. Beautiful.
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action.
Get your boxing back together.
You stay focused now. Don't let him back into the fight. Don't give him no free shots yet.
There's the bell for round 6. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
The straight right just misses. Those counter punches have to hurt. Well done with that counter shot. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That uppercut doesn't land. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Arthur in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. You're doing good, kid.
Come on, back on the job. That was a terrible round, that was. Come on.
The gaps will appear. You stay focused now.
Here comes round 7. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their... And King Arthur goes down. How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come to me.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
They block the hook. The straight right just misses. It's a good start to the round for this guy.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? The jab not finding its target. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Arthur in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown is going to be we just saw.
Get your boxing back together.
And we enter the 8th round. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
The perfect counter lands. Nope, that hook won't score. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Miss with that jab. There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What are you seeing?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
He threw a punch and just got countered. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Another win, another unanimous decision victory.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.